Broncos Kareem Jackson suspended 4 games for brutal hit on Vikings Joshua Dobbs. Kareem Jackson's hit on Joshua Dobbs led to a fumble and points for the Broncos. The NFL suspended Denver Broncos cornerback Kareem Jackson on Monday following a controversial hit on Minnesota Vikings quarterback Joshua Dobbs, which caused a fumble and led to points for his team. Jackson led with his helmet and made contact with Dobbs' helmet on the play in the first quarter. But there was no foul called, and the Broncos scored a field goal on the next drive. Denver won the game 21-20. Jackson was suspended for 4 games without pay for repeated violations of the league's rules meant to protect players, the league said. NFL Vice President of Football Operations John Runyon wrote in a letter that Jackson broke the rule on leading with his helmet to make forcible contact against an opponent. Illegal acts that are flagrant and jeopardize the safety of players will not be tolerated, Runyon wrote. The league will continue to stress enforcement of the rules that prohibit using your helmet to make forcible contact with your opponent. On the play in question, you lowered your head and delivered a forceful blow to the shoulder and head/neck area of an opponent when you had time and space to avoid such contact. You could have made contact with your opponent within the rules, yet you chose not to. Jackson was suspended for 4 games after violating the league's unnecessary roughness rule during their Week 7 game against the Green Bay Packers, but the discipline was reduced to 2 games. He was also disqualified from the team's Week 2 game against the Washington Commanders. Jackson can return before Week 15 when the Broncos take on the Detroit Lions. He's reportedly set to appeal the suspension. The veteran defensive back has 51 tackles and 2 interceptions this season.